What is up, guys? Jake here with the next Vainglory video, and it's going to be another guild team match. Me, Monkey, and Braden teaming up. And as you'll see in there, Adagio Black Feather Band's pretty common. Snatched up Fortress. Fortress is incredibly strong this patch. If you guys haven't played him much as a roam, try him out. That bleed is just so powerful. The dog's obviously still very powerful. And so if you get a chance to pick him up early. He's actually being banned out in some higher elo matches, as a matter of fact. You see, they pick up Vox, Cruel, so two super late game heroes. So you know what that means. That means we put Braden on that Sky, put Monkey on that Ringo in the lane, and we are just going to be ultra super aggressive, try to keep them beat down, make sure they are not able to get farmed up, because if you keep them from getting farmed up, then it's not that hard to beat a Vox and a Cruel. Even though if you let them get there to where they're going, they're pretty nasty. So they also pick up that Glaive support, which is an interesting pickup. But anyways, we're just gonna do our thing. Letting Braden get started on that first one by himself, then start mine up. Down a little bit, fall back, let him get that solo XP to where he gets to level 2. Remember, we talked about this, and I'm going to talk more about it in the intermediate guide to the jungle, but you want your carry to be level 2 by the time you get to the jungle, ready to fight. So we flare up, we see they're running away, they know we're coming, they know we're going to invade early, so they are retreating back, and hoping that this Vox can come down and save the day. Unfortunately, they come in with this afterburn. He punts me out, which leaves Braden right there for a forward barrage for his face. A few hits there, Glaive almost dies, and then if it wasn't for this broke forward barrage right there from my boy Braden, Vox probably would have died too, but that's all right. They can't fight, they're too low, they know they got to give it up, but the Cruel is smart. He rotated back immediately and went to our backs. I wish Monkey had went to contest that, but he was worried about Vox in the lane pushing that forward. He shouldn't have been, but he was. He should have rotated back and killed that Cruel. We'd have been looking pretty good. But we just go ahead and meet him at R3. We chase him down. It's going to take a little time. Braden fishes off those minions. It's going to take a little time to get to him because, I mean, we're all pretty slow, and he's just, ring around the rosy here. But he knows we're going to cut him off. He sees a Monkey coming down. But Glaive also comes down and tries to contest, which was a mistake. 2v3 here. We just jump on him. Monkey's having to retreat back a little bit, but and he goes down actually to that smite from the Cruel, but we take them out, both Cruel and Glaive, go back right to their backs, grab up their jungle. But it is really, really early in the match here, and you'll see in just a moment they come flying in on this and actually get some pretty good damage on me. Braden falls back, and it's all three of them there, so I go down, but he does grab their mid right there, and then just continues to go back and shop. They're not, they're not strong enough to even push into Braden even by himself because of that first few fights, the way it went, and the buys that we've got. The fact that he's level, level 4 already, and they are not, so they know they can't fight. But Monkey does get caught by this Glaive. They do the only sensible thing, which is, press the lane when you're having trouble like they are in the jungle. Monkey's trying to run away. He actually runs into their jungle. I think he lives for a long time here, but he runs right to Cruel, which was back there, and he gets him taken care of. Glaive comes up, puts a little poke on him, run him off, and meet back up with Braden and get right back into their jungle. Start taking their stuff again. This time we didn't decide to go to their backs, just their mids and fronts, because we knew that Cruel was back there. We knew there was nothing really for us there. So take a little bit more of the jungle. As Whistle says, we're just chipping away at them. We're keeping the pressure on them. We're not letting them get farmed up. And we're just turning Braden into a monster. We're just continuing to feed him farm. He's getting all he can. We're going to go ahead and take this minion mine, take that experience and gold. And by the time he gets that done, he's almost level 6. Just keep the flares going. I'm working towards that fountain, but really just vision is my only priority here. We know that their backs just spawned, so again, try to beat them back to it. Just a huge forward barrage onto that Cruel. He turns and fights, which was a mistake, but that's all right. He dies for it. You got to be careful about doing what we're doing right here, taking that second minion mine. But, it does steal the gold from them, and it does take away that experience from them, which is good and good for us, but it does push the way forward. So it kind of puts a little bit harder on Monkey, but he is Ringo, so him putting pressure on that Fox is what we want to do anyways. So because of that, because we got the wave pushing forward, he's going to have to farm on their side of the map. I just come up with him, make sure to protect him, let him know if someone's coming, and allow him to keep farming while Braden does his thing in the jungle, sort of by himself. So here we're just poking, harassing, trying to push all those minions into the turret to where possibly Vox loses a minion or two, messes up his CS a little bit. I dive, just a little bit of harassment. Monkey follows it up with a little bit of his own, getting Vox beat down. And finally, I think right here, I decide I'm just going to go ahead and die. If he's low enough, I wanted to put some more damage on him, and Monkey follows it up with his ultimate. So now I'm pretty low, but I've got a fountain, and I'm going to start healing up pretty quickly. Um, uh, Vox had to retreat there. He had to actually go back home after that ultimate from Monkey. So again, this whole time, Braden just been farming up. Now I'm going to start working towards that Warhorn, grab the Storm Guard banner and a little bit of health. And now I've got the puppies. I've got that level 6. So we are able to get more pressure on them. Looks like Glade was taking a nap there. I woke him up in the bush. We've got all 3 of us up here now, and we are going to, with that poke from Braden and from Monkey, be able to really put a lot of pressure on them onto this turret. You see he drops that ultimate, just sort of drawing the line in the sand there. And then right here, come in, start thinking about doing a little bit of poking, but decided better of it. I'm really surprised we didn't do better in this engagement that you're about to see right here. Because I guess Monkey took a little bit too much damage early on there, and then they turned on me. Vox had built up a little bit of damage and just sort of dumped it all on me with that resonance bouncing around. But Braden was doing a good job doing those 4 barrages, but I think Monkey just got a little bit too far out ahead, and I followed it up, and we went down there. So I actually tried to pop my dogs to get them off before I died and use the timer, but the dogs didn't come out, which kind of stinks. I wish it would at least pop the dogs. Should be a little bit more of a quick spawn time on them maybe. But anyways, go back down into the jungle. Braden had taken that, or pushed the wave way into that turret. Monkey was able to go up there and finish it off, and he also went into their jungle, took a little bit more of it. So now we're really, we're mid-game. We're 10 minutes in, or 9.5 minutes in almost, and we're starting to really get ahead to where they probably can't beat us at all, and this is a good illustration of that. Here they are, 3v2, and they're ignoring me, going for Braden, and he turns this around and actually kills all. Well, I get the last kill, but, I'm poking at him, beating on him, trying to run with him. I gave him a fountain, but besides that, it was pretty much him just wrecking them. Probably would have died right there, but did get the kill. It was very close, but, what do they do at that point? I bet they're throwing their hands up thinking, what are we going to do? We just caught them 2v3 and we lost the fight. So where do we go from here? I know that feeling. It's probably happened to you guys. It's happened to me before. You just get too far behind. There's just nothing you can do. I pick up the Warhorn, and from there, I'm going Aftershock. When I'm this far ahead on a carry, I won't go into that next defensive item. Usually it'd be like a Crucible here, trying to get some more health and some more, just team sustenance. Sustainability, I guess is the word I'm looking for, not sustenance. Sustainability for the team with that contraption, or contraption. My goodness, my brain just melted down on me here, guys. With that reflex block for all, can't think of it for some reason right now. But anyways, when you're this far ahead, I just go for the damage. Usually it's an Aftershock, whether it be Catherine, Arden, Fortress, doesn't matter. Aftershock's a pretty good pickup for that support role, so that's usually what I grab. But we win that fight right there. Not Aegis. God, still can't think of that word. We win that fight, push into a couple of turrets, take the turrets down, and then just fall back and take their entire jungle again. Now here they make a huge mistake. It's probably out of frustration. They come in, they have no jungle, so what do? They actually engage on us. We're not even close to low. Glaive just gets exploded. Jump onto that Vox. We're chasing them down. I use the Warhorn there, put Braden right on top of him, and so 2 of them are dead. We're at 12 minutes. We're far from a Kraken. But, we're just going to push into the base, take another turret if we can. Although, again, being at 12 minutes, you'll see in just a moment, they are already basically up when we get into this base. But we're clearing the wave, pushing our wave into that turret. And, we can get a turret down really quickly if we can just get to it. Braden goes a little far over, took a turret shot he probably didn't need to. Took that one turret down really quickly and then turned on to Glaive here. You see he took a tremendous amount of damage. Vox coming in. Just deleting actually Monkey there on that Ringo. We're taking some pretty good damage, but Braden's still ready to fight. He gets the kill onto the Vox, almost get that kill onto Glaive, but now it's really time to go. Look how low we are. We decided let's get out of here, but we did want to take their jungle first, and that wave is pushed into their base. There's nothing they can do. They can't pursue, so we go ahead and take what we can, which gives him a couple of respawn minions, and he decides to call back home there. I'm just going to finish taking their fronts. And then from here, Crucible, there it is. My goodness, I couldn't think of the word Crucible. Grab those tier 2 boots. Get ready to fight again, really. We're ready to fight. Again, they came up with no jungle. Again, why? I have no idea. That ultimate landed on 2 of 3 of them from Monkey, so that was a very nice ultimate. Warhorn in, pop the dogs. We're chasing them down. Braden joins up with us, and he said the fountain coming, but it's just not enough. They should have been playing very, very passive the last few engagements, and they were playing too aggressive. So that is that. Come in, take out that last turret, and even though they're going to get up here, nothing they can do to stop it. That is the game. GG. Awesome job for Braden and Monkey, guys. When you get ahead like that, you put the pressure on. If you're behind, if you're the other team on this one, fall back, play turtle up, play it safe. Try to get those late game heroes built up. They didn't even make it to late game. Look at the builds. Normal stuff on Sky. He got completely fully built. On Ringo, pretty good stuff. Completely, basically built on him. On myself, you talked about the builds. Looking at their Cruel, he got a Sorrow Blade and some attack speed and an Aegis, but that's as far as he got. The Vox got his Alternating Current and his Eve, but never got that Broken Myth to get those stacks up. And then Glaive just doing support stuff. Hope you guys liked it. Until next time, Jake doing my best to help you guys suck less.